Hello, good day and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at BECE 2018 Basic Science Past Question, question 32. One area in which flooding may be beneficial is dash. One area in which flooding may be beneficial is dash. A. In road construction, B. In farming, C. In building houses, and D. In the extinction of wildlife. Now, what is flooding? What is flooding? Flooding actually occurs when a river overflow its what? When it overflow its banks or its when a river overflow its banks, we say what flooding has occurred. And this flooding usually occur in what? In coastal areas, riverine areas. If flooding is more common in riverine areas or coastal areas. Now we are asked that one of the area in which flooding is beneficial is include dash. Now this word beneficial means what? Importance. It simply means what? Importance. So we have to look for one of the way in which what flooding is important. Now A here says in road construction, and like we know, flooding is very bad in terms of road construction, because flooding will lead to what? Will lead to soil erosion. It will lead to erosion. Flooding leads to erosion, and this erosion causes what? It causes road destruction. That is, it destroys our roads. It destroys our road, and so flooding is not beneficial in terms of road construction, because when we're talking about beneficial, we're looking for what? How important it is. And in terms of road construction, flooding is what? Is destructive. Now let's go to C. C says in building houses. Now flooding is not also beneficial in terms of what? Building houses. It's not important, because flooding what? Destroys. Flooding destroys what? Building construction. It destroys building construction. When a building construction is going on and then a flood come up, what happens? This building gets what? Destroyed by this flood. So it is not important. Now D says what? The extinction of wildlife. And like we know, wildlife is a very important aspect of man today. Wildlife, it has helped in what? Man's tourism. And this tourism is a means of what? Is a means of income generation. Now flooding leads to the extinction of wildlife, and we know that if wildlife go into extinction, it is not beneficial for man, because what? These wildlife are actually used by man for tourism. But we are asked to find what? One of the importance. So you can see that the extinction of wildlife is not a beneficial what? Way area of flooding. Now B here says in farming. Now I want you to understand that when flooding occurs, this flood carry what? This water, they carry nutrient-rich sediments. The water carries what? Nutrient-rich sediments, and deposit the sediments on what? On our soil or on our vegetations. And these nutrient-rich sediments, now when deposited on our soil and vegetations, what happens? They improve the quality of our plant production. They improve the quality. So you can see that flooding is important in what? In farming, because it helps deposit what? Nutrients. And you know, plants need nutrients for their what? For their growth and survival. So flooding is actually important in terms of what? Farming. It is not important, it is not beneficial in terms of road construction, because it leads to what? Destruction of roads. Likewise, it leads to destruction of buildings, that's houses, and also since it leads to the extinction of wildlife, it is not also important. But in the aspect of farming, we've seen that what? Flooding is important because it helps to deposit nutrient-rich sediments, which is important for what? Maximum plant production. So our answer to this question is B, in farming. Thank you and God bless you. Please ensure you subscribe to our channel for more videos.